adjust the over time. You need to review and then you need to adjust accordingly. Okay. For example, a company may initially have a simple customer service process. If clients frequently complain about long wait times, long queue, the company might hire more staff or introduce an online chat system to improve satisfaction. It's very logical. It's logic, right? Like if you see there's a problem, a lot of customer wait, so it means that you need to do something. A comprehensive review of the organization structure by an authority may be necessary. That's why in every organization you need to be a leader, you need to be a manager, you need to have a supervisor. So the person give the authority is helpful to review and readjust the situation. Okay. The need for the authority. So every organization must have a framework of authority and in modern society. There are several types of the authorities. The first one is legal authority, charismatic authority, and traditional authority. Okay, so legal authority, charismatic authority, and traditional authority. Please digest first. Okay, so there is a legal authority, charismatic authority, and traditional authority. Okay, you can. I know that nowadays you all have. You can take a picture, and then I also have the PPT, so you can download. This is good for you. But I just give you tips. Maybe when I was a student back then, and more than 10 years ago, when I was student like you. I do have a phone for camera today, but I do take a note because it is help me to remember and help me to avoid me to sleepy in the class. So even though I can print it out and then I still take a note so I can still remember and then also not sleepy in the class. Okay. Okay. Now is 9:31. Let's have a first attendance. Check attendance first for IB first. For IB student, please prepare your phone for first hour attendance. Okay? Please just scan the QR code for first hour attendance. This is for IB student. If you cannot scan, please raise your hand. Or you can go, move forward. So you can, if you're sit too far, maybe you cannot scan, and then you can come forward and then scan it. Maybe it's work. IB student, anyone cannot scan, please check by yourself. Okay, you can open your Tron class and then check whether it's successfully or not. Because some students think that I just scan and then I think that they think that it's success, but it doesn't. So please try to check by yourself. Anyone cannot scan the QR code, please raise your hand. IB student. IB student cannot scan, please raise your hand. Anyone cannot scan? Please raise your hand. You cannot scan? This is IB student. You're SSM student, right? Okay, this is not for you. Okay. IB student, international business. Anyone cannot scan for IB student? IB student? No? All good? All set? Good? Okay, now moving forward to the SSM student. Okay. So this is for SSM student. If you are Smart Service Management student, please scan this QR code and make sure you scan successfully. Anyone cannot scan, please raise your hand now. If you cannot scan, please come forward first because you're too far. Maybe you can use the computer. Anyone else cannot scan, please raise your hand. Come. Maybe you can use my computer. You can try. You can try using my computer. Okay? Anyone else cannot scan the QR code for the SSM student? This is for Smart Service Management student. If you cannot scan, please raise your hand now. Okay? This is for SSM student. Anyone else? Miss, your SSM or IB? I'm so sorry. This is for SSM student. Okay, all good? Okay, everyone cannot scan? Please raise your hand. Okay, good. Okay, so there is a three authorities: legal authority, charismatic authority, and traditional authority. A couple weeks ago we talked about legal. Legal is mean that it's it's paid regulation and it acknowledged, and also it's very formal. Okay, we start for the charismatic one. Charismatic is a form of interpersonal attraction that inspire, support, and acceptance. So it's a form of interpersonal attraction that inspire, support, and acceptance. Charismatic, if you have, I don't know, it's kind of like your aura is radiance. Like if you go to the party, I think if you go to the party and then you go to if someone enter the room and everyone just like stare at him or stare at those kind of people, maybe he's kind of good charismatic. Or if you are in the class and then someone is in front and then he's not necessarily good looking. How do you say? But he has some aura that makes everyone attracted. Okay, not in the bad way, but in a good way. So this is charisma. If you, for example, if you go to the party and then you are in the midst of the crowded people, and then you notice someone, it's not necessarily about he's a good looking or not, but they have a good aura. It's mean like maybe their body language is good, or their posture is good, or maybe also they're polite, smiley. So it's also good charisma. However, when I was senior high school, I had a teacher, and she's not like very young. It's in the middle age, maybe 40, in her 40 at that time. And it's not, like very beautiful, but he's pretty much neat. And every time she teaches mathematics. It's like it's like the subject that everyone hates. So when we are waiting for her to enter the room and we are chatting, just student, we're chatting, and then when he entered the room, enter the classroom, everyone just silent. She effortlessly just like a walk and then start the class, and then everyone just like okay, now start. It's time to study. Like I think that she has a good aura. And I found another person is our vice president, and the lady, the Professor Hong. If you notice our president, I think that she also has a good aura. So every time I had a big meeting with a lot of professors, and then she leads the meeting, and everyone pay attention. I think it's not because of she's beautiful, but because of the gesture, the posture, and then their facial expression support that this kind of charisma. Okay, so this is kind of person. This is charismatic. Maybe you find a friend that you think that I think this is like a charismatic and have potential leader. So I have like an example of the charismatic, for example.
Here you can see many known faces enter the room, but when one particular person enters, the whole room lifts up and they stood up. This kind of power or authority in sociology is called charismatic authority or charismatic power. Follow for more.
Okay, so they say that it's like if you're in the like what I say, like in the middle of the crowd, like and when someone's like enter, it's not necessary that he he or she has a power, but every time he enter the room, like everyone are paying attention, like at least it just like notice that this person is entering the room. So this kind of, and also this is somehow is a natural. Somehow, of course, you can practice. Like if you're being friendly, good posture, maybe facial expression. If you come to the room and then like, it's just like, what is it? Not make everyone attracted to you. So if you have good aura, good charisma, and you become a leader, this is plus point for you. Okay. This is the first charismatic authority. Okay. So charismatic authority comes from a leader's personality. So actually this is based on their own personality. We can say it's natural, but of course you can practice. If you are friendly, you are like smiley, it's a good point. Come from a leader personality and the loyalty they inspire. This type of authority is seen in time of crisis, like resistant leader during World War II. It can also be found in innovators who create new industries despite skepticism, gaining authority through their charisma. So they easily have their charisma. Like when I say that, I thought that some of you, the first year student, you also have a interview, right? Before camp here, you have an interview. Like for if you SSM in the SSM last year, you might met me in the interview room, and then me, Professor John, Professor Melissa, they just like give you some question. Somehow we just make a big view. If I'm not mistaken, you already only given 1 minute or 5 minutes to introduce yourself. But we can see that, we can sense like this person can be a good candidate or not. Just because of every person, your radiance, your own aura and charisma. For example, Steve Jobs had a charismatic authority. His vision and personality inspire people to follow him, helping Apple succeed despite initial doubt from investors and the public. Okay? Second one, traditional authority is based on long-standing belief and custom. It often starts with a charismatic leader and is passed down through generations. So it's like a family heritage. Okay, kind of like like if your father become a leader and then pass to you, and you also become the leader. If you have a son or you have a daughter, and it passed to your next generation. This is like a monarchies or family-run businesses. This authority is personal and tied to tradition. For example, a family-owned bakery, the founder's children inherit the business because this is family business, start from the family, and then most likely the son or the daughter can continue the business. Okay. The authority they hold is rooted in the family tradition and the desire to preserve the bakery's legacy. So they most likely is like using family tradition. If the family tradition they cook with a traditional recipe, maybe they will pass through the next generation. So this is pretty much easier to understand. Traditional authority. Please digest first. Last one is legal authority. Legal authority is the main type of authority in modern organization and is impersonal. It belongs to the position, not the person. Like because it's just tied on you because you hold this position. If you're retired, if you are just quit the job and then you cannot hold, you no longer have this kind of position. People follow the rules because the person holds a specific office, not because of who they are. If someone acts outside their official duties, they won't be obeyed. Okay, just because of your boss, and then we can if you're no longer my boss, I will not follow you. That is very normal, right? So because you're my supervisor, So I need to obey. Okay. For example, a college principal has authority because of their position. Their power comes from the rules of the institution, not their personal qualities. If they try to enforce rules outside their official role, people may not follow them. So the staff or the employee, they do what the college principal required because of they have position. If they no longer position, not because of their nice or because of their but even they are nice, even though they have a bad character, because they're still your supervisor, you still need to do that because you signed the contract. Okay. Okay. So I can give you. Can you guess which type of authority is one represent? Okay. Example one. A founder of tech startup inspired his team with his vision and passion. Despite initial doubt, his charismatic leadership drive the company to success. This one. Please raise your hand. Aisato. Okay, it's very obvious, right? Yeah, because you can find the charismatic leadership, and then they have a vision and patience, and then so they can the employee follow. Okay, follow him. B. A family-owned restaurant has been passed down this generation. Blah 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 blah. Okay, what is it? Okay, proper.
Traditional authority.
Yeah, can you give it specific?
It's family owned.
Okay, it's family owned. Very good. Okay. I think I still have. Oh, okay. I give you 10. 5-10 minutes. So I think we still have we are now 9:45. Okay. So please, I give you time to. What is the positive and negative for each charismatic authority, traditional authority, and legal authority? What is the positive? What is the negative? I think everything have a positive and everything have negative. Just give me one, and then you give you 5 minutes to think, and then you can. How do you say it? If you would like to answer, you can raise your hand later. Okay, give you time first. Give you 5 minutes to think, like what is the positive side of charismatic authority? What is the good point of being charismatic? What is the negative one? Maybe there's also this type of side is negative. Okay. Traditional authority. What is the positive one? What is the negative one? Or this the negative side? Well, the legal authority. What is positive? What is negative? Every type has their own positive side and negative side. Please think about it, and then we discuss. Give you time to think about it. Okay. You can discuss with your friends, and then What is the positive side of charismatic, traditional? What is negative side? Okay. So we start from charismatic authority first. What is the positive side? Anyone? I would like to say. Okay. Leah. Okay, charismatic. What is the positive side of charismatic?
It inspires a lot of employees to have like an emotional connection with each other, and also it's more empowering. But also the negative sides of charismatic authority is that it depends too much on people's like personality, like the leader's personality. And also if somehow there's like a slight rumor about this leader, it can basically like pose as a threat to like the authority.
Okay. So it is, you see that the negative side is also the people can they use the charisma to manipulate, kind of like manipulate. It can be manipulated. Okay. Good. Is that I said the charismatic one first. You have any idea? Yeah, please. Sorry, effective during the crisis. Why? Influencer. They can gain the right respect and belief. Okay. Negative one. What do you think? Okay, so it can ignore the procedure or ignore the procedure. Okay, that just makes sense. Okay, because they are the people is blindly because they are too charismatic, so they are blindly follow what they say. But actually, this is not the correct one. This is possible, right? Okay. Traditional alternative, what is the positive one? Anyone would like to try? Rob first, and then Hinata.
Traditional positive is
Positive one. What do you think? This is a good one.
usually those kind of authorities, they know the business more since they were in it for a while.
They already familiarized, right? They're familiar with the organization. Okay. Negative one. What do you think?
But it could also be unfair to the employees.
Ah.
Because they have more authority even though they might not be working longer or may not even be putting as much effort.
Okay, to other employee, right? To others. Makes sense. Okay, they're already familiar with the how. Since you were kid, you already involved, right? So with your father business, and then you know how the business is how to go how the business going. Hinata, would you like to try? You would like to try the charismatic, traditional, or legal? Traditional. Okay, please. What is the positive one? What do you think? Strong connection. Okay, makes sense. Strong connection. Why they have strong connection?
It's like they're kind of unit, like they trust each other.
Okay.
Some like who works in this company.
We call it sense of belonging. Yeah, sense of belonging, right? Yeah, it's strong connection. Okay, maybe the negative one. What is the negative one?
Negative one is it's like some sons or daughters next, like they don't have like some stable management or something.
They don't have any skill,
Yes.
but they still work there because because it's family business, right? This is tied by blood, not by the skin. Okay, makes sense. Thank you, Hinata. Any legal authority? Yes, on bus, right? Okay. Positive one.
Positive one, well, it can be held accountable.
Sorry?
The legal authority.
Legal authority.
It can be held accountable.
Accountable. Okay.
It's usually fair.
Okay.
Because everybody has to follow the same laws,
Yeah.
so it's also equal.
Okay. And equal. Okay. Accountable because accountable, and then it's fair. And then what is the negative one? Do you think?
It might be very inflexible, so taking the laws to specific.
Okay. Somehow it's inflexible. Okay.
And it can be also dehumanizing,
Oh.
treating people as just.
Because of they have authority. Right? Okay. Thank you. Kevin.
I'd say negative for the ego authority. You can also feel very pedantic, if you get what I mean.
Sorry.
You can be very pedantic, like
Wait, that what is sorry? Yes. Can you give an example?
someone, it can be very suffocating. Like if someone is always like mentioning the laws and the rules,
Okay.
it can feel very
It's
pedantic.
kind of like a, how do you say, it's like too much. It's kind of like a, yeah. For some people, it's just kind of like because they use the regulation or the authority as the weapon, right? If there are people, because I'm the manager here. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Anyone else? Before we have a break time. Okay, so we can take a break time for 10 minutes, and you can go to the restroom and then go to the restroom or wash your face if you're near to, so you come back fresh again. Okay, you can take a break. Kevin, you're marunong. Marunong.
I'm alright. I got stuck in the elevator. That's what's weird. Like, you know, like the one, it's not working, so I was there for like 5 minutes, like, harassing the bus. I have to like cycle get like a back. No, I think it's like just profit, let's say. But sometimes it's good for everyone. I take the same route as the bus if I'm coming, but it's like a slide downhill, so it's like quicker. But if I'm going back, something about the metal to find out what you say.
Okay, well, hindi naman kayo kantay. Okay, may bati.
How are you though? I'm tired. No, I mean I was busy working on a group project like this morning. That's why I woke up late in the first place and I got stuck in the elevator.